Alright guys, so if you guys recall, I was going to do a review on this phone mount, okay? I'm going to put a link in the video below. It's a phone mount that I bought for my ATV. I'm actually sitting here in the woods. I just got done doing some clutch testing. I just adjusted my clutch to reclocked it to B2, so I was doing that test. But anyway, so this came in the mail, and how it connects, obviously, is this. Yeah. The bugs down here sound like helicopters. If I can get this to twist on. All right, so twist on, tighten this up, right? They all pretty much like this. It has the, you know, the claw that you undo for your handlebars. The reason why I wanted to switch to something like this is because it grabs the phone up in these corners, and I wanted to see how it worked compared to my RAM mount. So here's my phone. This actually, you can't pull it apart. There's an actual activator here, like a little switch. You pull it apart. So I'm going to test this. There is rubber inside of this that that pretty much holds the phone in place, and it keeps it from sliding around and whatnot. Now I'm not going to remove my RAM mount, but I don't want to screw my throttle up either. Pretty much all I'm doing is clamping this on just to test it. All right, I'm going to tighten it down as tight as I can. And then I'm going to do a little bit of ripping around here and see if, whoop, don't want that. Tighten this down, it's tough to get in there. Now, the unfortunate thing is, the difference between this and the RAM mount that I'm using, and I think all the RAM mounts, is the RAM mounts are metal. They bolt to your actual handlebars. So this is plastic, as far as twisting the nut down. So I mean, it seems pretty sturdy. I'm gonna give it I'm not removing my RAM mount, but I'm gonna give this a spin with this running. You guys keep an eye on this phone, and you see if you see it moving, or hopefully we don't lose it. But I think I did not lock it. See that? Ay, big dummy. All right, so now it's locked. So now I can't move it. All right, let's give it a rip. All right, guys, so here's my RAM mount. That's my cord, obviously. All right, so keep an eye on the phone. You guys can see it right here. Let's give it a rip. Again, this is not the ideal place where I would put this. I'm not gonna, because this is bolted on, I'm not gonna move this and get this out of the way, because I use this this mount normally. But imagine this is here, right in front of you, but just keep an eye on it. Yeah, have it pretty tight around the handlebar. So I'm gonna try to bounce it, see what happens. So as you can see here, I'm doing all I can to try to shake this thing loose from the mount. As I stated in the intro, the mount has a rubber backing on the rear plate, and also our four corners actually have rubber inside of them as well. So they do a really good job of not only holding the phone in place with grip, but also the four corners hold it very well. Now I do have to say, I really do enjoy my RAM mount. You can see it mounted down to the left of this. The only issue I have with that specific RAM mount, and maybe I'll look into another one, I'm not sure, is the 4 points
Well, the right 2 points on the RAM mount actually hit the iPhone volume button and also the engagement button on the iPhone. So in order to avoid that, I have to slide the phone down in the cradle so it only holds on to the lower portion of the phone. And there's times I get nervous that I'm going to lose it. I haven't yet, knock on wood, but nonetheless, the RAM mount's actually a really good mount. This mount so far is holding up phenomenally. I'm really impressed with it.
I'm done riding. This is pretty tight. I mean, it didn't come loose at all. I can't move it. The phone is still in there really well, but hopefully you can see this is the company Rydex products. Now I will note it is a Chinese, appears to be a Chinese company. But I'm gonna say that, so here's the button to release the phone. If you look inside here, I mean, this is rubber. Inside of here is rubber. I mean, it grips your phone really well. I'm gonna plug in this. It really does. I'm really impressed. So even if I don't end up using it, I'll just give it to one of the guys on my, on our crew, and they can use it if they want. But I'm gonna say that this is, I just, if you watch the video, I just put this through some pretty good abuse. And it's still on there. So I'm gonna say, yeah, it's a go. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.